Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 15th episode of Reboot Your Tech Man, a place for creating positive habits. Have you been wanting to start running in the morning but struggling to make it as a habit? So, this video is for you. In this episode, Pete will share his journey of starting morning runs, discussing the challenges of formulating this habit. So, drawing on his personal experience, he highlights the benefits and offer practical tips to listeners aiming to integrate exercise into the morning routine. So just remind you, we're getting together here every Tuesday morning at 7:45 a.m. for a really quick practical tips to kickstart your day in the tech world. So in each episode, we focus on exercise from the range of topics, including goal setting, strength management, productivity hacks, positive affirmation, breathing, mindfulness, and so on. So whatever you aim to reduce your stress level or stay motivated or enhance productivity, we got you covered here. So, and it's an unusual episode today about running. So over to Pete, without any further delays.
All right. Thank you so much, Yana. Good to be here. Good morning, everyone. And it's great to be joining this session. All right. Today is about what I titled Dawn Dash, Rise and Run. How I wake up in the morning and I use this habit of running to energize me throughout the day. So let's go straight into it. So first off, just want to start by saying starting your day with a burst of energy can definitely set a tone for the rest of your day. And I can say that from my personal journey. It's all about seizing the morning and also making that opportunity to refresh, go for a refreshing walk, or go for an invigorating run as well. When you do this consistently, it will help you make the most of your morning and of course get the best out of your day. I'm going to be sharing a few tips here and there, especially how I use these habits to energize myself. Jana is always talking about simple exercises, and what a way to talk about simple exercises that affect our ways, our days, talking about exercise itself. So it's a good one to start today. I'm going to talk a little bit about benefits, some establishment of morning runs, and of course, some tips for success in today's discussion. I'll be sharing some personal stories as well. Let's start with benefit. Definitely, this has been my personal, journey and my the benefit I've seen. Definitely, running in the morning kickstarts your metabolism, right? It helps you burn more calories throughout the day. I can say that for free. It also helps mood. It's been proven that running in the morning kind of release the endorphins, those feel good hormones, which can improve your moods, and of course reduce stress. It's especially in these days of working from home, I can definitely say this has helped me. Enhancement of mental clarity is also quite important. Opening your front door every early in the morning, and that fresh air hitting you on the face and then going through it helps you clear your mind. The physical activity that it entails also helps you clear your mind, especially at the start of your day. Eventually, well, it's been proven as well that it helps with sleep. It can actually help you sleep better. So at this junction, I think I'll share a personal kind of story with you. Shortly before COVID, I used to weigh about 104 kg, and nobody knew things were going to change. And if you remember, we all struggled that time, especially if you live in Melbourne. There was a time I will never forget. Yana, I know you'll remember this, when we cannot go beyond 5 Ks, 5 kilometers radius around our homes, right? This was my go-to, habit. My 5Ks were used to just do my running, and I can tell you that it helped me with my sanity. It kept me energized. Well, I still struggled like everybody else, but I just looked at it, connecting the dot at the end of the day to say, those benefits of running at that time cannot be overemphasized for me. Like I said, I used to weigh 104, and by the time COVID ended, my weight was 84 kg. So,
Yeah.
yeah, now can you just imagine, people were gaining weight and here I was losing. And this is one of the byproduct, apart from the fact that it boosts my metabolism, my mood improved, mental clarity improved. I also had the opportunity to lose my weight. Right now, I'm like 89 and I'm happy with my weight. So it's okay. It's just okay.
Peter, I
Um,
just really want to quickly ask you, like, have you been running before like COVID? Because, like, for example, if you didn't run all your life and then suddenly start running, like, was it something that you tried? It was completely new that you tried?
No, no, I've always been very active to be honest. However, holistically doing it and consistently doing it is what I wasn't really doing. For our information, everybody there, I was active. I used to play soccer a lot. Now, why did I change to running? I had an injury a long time ago, which means I can't play soccer like I would love to play. And so what I did was to look for something that I enjoy doing, and I changed to that. So it's not only about running. You can also use other activities that you enjoy doing as well. So that's me. So any activity can go for this one. Okay, going ahead. How do you establish yourself or your morning walk or your routine? I think you need to define your why, and this is to your question, Yana, as well. You need to identify why you want to go or you want to start this routine. Is it because of your fitness or your mental well-being or your general well-being, weight loss, whatever it is, right? It is quite very important. Of course, setting a specific time for it is also quite important. For me, I wake up very early, and so it kind of work very well for me. And I say the first 30 minutes, let's say, will be good for me. So I go for around 4 kilometer run in half an hour, thereabout. And it's about the second thing I do every day. I always wait at least till 5 a.m. before I go. So even if I wake up before 5, I do a few things, then wait till 5, and then go for my 4 kilometer run. I try also to set specific, measurable goal for that. I make it consistent. I choose specific time each morning, 5 a.m. Like I said. I try to do it in the afternoon, just walking in the afternoon. But to be very honest, I've not been very consistent with that one. And you know how the day can be, especially if you work from home. Meetings come, different things come, and then you cannot sustain it. But I can work with my money and with regularity. I do that. So, in other words, you need to decide what works for you. You can decide to do 3 days a week, 4 days a week, whatever works for you. For me, I do it every weekday, Monday to Friday. Saturday is my rest day, spend time with my family, and Sunday I don't really do it, but Monday to Friday I do it with regularity. I also have my wife. She's also a runner. We don't run together because my pace is faster than hers. Um, so we decide to go. So anytime she goes, she's asked me, "Have you gone for a run?" And I do the same thing for her too. So that is what we do. Preparation is quite important, Yana. So the Melbourne weather is really, really unpredictable. So always prepare for the weather, dress for the weather. For me, I try to prepare my workout clothes, my shoes, any accessories that you use the night before. I have everything well placed. I also don't use alarm to wake up. My body clock is already set. So my mom always say in those days, early to bed, early to rise, and that has been in my mind. I go to bed early and I wake up sometimes 4:30, 4:45, and I'm ready for the day. So I spend it for a few minutes just in gratitude, just to set the mode for the day, and then once it's 5 o'clock, I'm out of the house. Warm on routine. Yeah, you might need to warm up a little bit. For me, I begin with a slow brisk walk and then I get, going just to get my muscle moving. Some people like to do dynamic stretches, maybe leg swings, arm circles, light jogging on the spot, whatever works for you as well. So these are things that help me personally to establish my morning routine. But I would like to quickly talk about how to maintain the tips for success. So, first of all, stay hydrated. I've got my bottle that is always with me here. Every single morning, I fill the bottle, and also I take it. It's very, very close to me even when I'm sleeping. So, stay hydrated is quite very important. You need to choose a safe and well lit route. For example, for me, I've got two routes that I pass through every morning. They are well lit. I understand my route because there are days when it's really dark and you want to be safe, right? It's a very good opportunity also to kind of listen to podcasts. I start my day on a positive note with positive podcast, which is very good for me. And also, if you can, track your progress with apps. And if you're the person that journal, please journal as well. Personally, I use Nike Run Club app to track my progress. It's free for me and I love it, right? You can also connect with your friends and family on the app to motivate each other. So these are some tips for success. Stay hydrated. That is very, very, very important and medically important as well. In closing, I would just say that, well, consistency is key. You don't want to go for a 10-kilometer run and then you miss the next 4 days. So if it's 1 kilometer run, you can do 2 kilometers, just consistently do it, follow your route, same day, same time every day. Just go, or 2 days or 3 days per week. Listen to your body. So it's not that you have to do 4Ks, 5Ks every day. Some days I set out and 1 kilometers into the run, I don't feel it. I listen to my body, I turn back. Tomorrow is another day. And most importantly, enjoy the day, enjoy the process, enjoy the process. If you don't enjoy the process, there is something else that you enjoy. So that's just what I have for us today. And I'll just tell you, if this is for you, lace up your running shoes, hit the pavement, start your day the dash way. And before long, this will become your routine. And I'll say, happy running or happy walking, whatever you choose to do. Thank you, everyone. Yana, over to you.
Yeah, Pete, great examples, and I think it's important to say, guys, like, yes, so maybe like running, it's not your thing, but it's about creating some sort of morning routine that helps a lot with like set your body and all the benefits that Pete mentioning. Even like if you have to just start with the scroll to the coffee shop,
Yep.
but you do
Yep.
it in the same time and creating the routine, so it's always at least some sort of movement into your body. And we always talk about the stress and burnouts and things like that, but we always forget that the how exercise strongly linked to all these things. And if you don't exercise at all, like, don't be surprised that your mental health is not coping with your workload and things like that. So I think we often forget that there's a really strong link there. And
Yeah.
and also, like, it took you probably some times to start running like 4 kilometers. It's not like you start running 4 kilometers straight away. So
No, it doesn't. It didn't work that way, to be honest. So I think I started with 2Ks, 2 kilometers, and then I will run a little bit and then walk all the way. Right. Sometimes in the early days, I remember my time was actually very long. Right. Right now, I can do the runs. I still walk a little bit and then run. So Rome wasn't built in a day. It's a gradual process, definitely.
yeah. Yeah, again, consistency. Consistency is the key. And whatever you choose, walking, running, or like, I'm not a running person, I do yoga in the morning. So whatever you choose, but it's about, have that consistency and keep going with that. And don't get upset that in the beginning it's just too hard and you
Ah,
can't do it. And it is really hard in the beginning, both, and do it physically and create a habit. So, but
yeah.
once a habit created, it physically became easy as well, because your body just kind of already prepared. We're doing that. We were going for a run. It's amazing how your body learn those routines as well.
Yeah. Can I quickly have before we close that even
Yeah.
when I haven't run for 1 week, if I go back today to hit, my body says no. And so I have to gradually ease in to get to my 3Ks, 4Ks as well. So consistency is the key. If you miss it for some reason, travel overseas or holiday, by the time you come back, you have to really grow into your consistent routine as well.
Yeah, perfect. So, guys, if you want to improve your stress resistance, maybe you need to look at something completely different and just start running in the mornings. So, happy running, happy walking, and thank you, Pete, for joining me this morning.
You're welcome, Yana. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah.